Just referred one of my coworkers to Greenberg and Betterment, and she is truly happy with them.
I would definitely recommend Greenberg and Betterment to others.
If I ever had another need for an attorney, Greenberg and Betterment would be my first choice.
Greenberg and Betterment. Call us. Feel better.
You never know when you're going to need a little extra help. The 2018 Nissan Altima. Featuring standard automatic emergency braking that could stop for you. Hurry in for model year-end savings on the last of the 2018 Altimas.
Save up to $66.80 on the 2018 Altima, or get a low $199 per month lease on the 2018 Rogue.
Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
Thanks for coming back with us here on Off Script. I want you to meet now Dr. Nicole Cutts. She's a clinical psychologist and founder of Vision Quest Retreats. Let's get right to it, Doc. What are the signs of depression and what are the signs of suicide?
Okay, well, we'll start with depression. Some of the signs of depression are talk that contains hopeless language, despairing language, negative language, being down on oneself, things like nobody likes me, I can't do anything right, you know, really self-disparaging talk. Withdrawing from activities that people previously enjoyed. That's because people who are depressed are not feeling pleasure in things that they used to feel pleasure in. Withdrawing in general from other people. For some people, it can show up as irritability. You know, their mood can be very labile, very up and down. Not having a lot of energy. People's sleep is often disturbed. Their eating is disturbed. Those are some of the signs of depression. When it comes to somebody who's contemplating suicide, that can be even increased more, of course. You know, somebody who's depressed for a long time, and as we talked about earlier, even sometimes when somebody's been depressed for a long time, and then you suddenly notice a uptick in their energy, that can also be a sign that that person is contemplating suicide, or maybe even has a plan because they might see relief on the horizon, or they've gotten a little bit of energy, which can also be a dangerous time for people who are contemplating suicide.
So what do you say? What's the right thing to say? Because you don't want to say the wrong thing.
Right. Well, there's no one right prescription, but I think that telling somebody that you're concerned about them, showing them that you're there for them, and listening to them without judgment, as Roxanne was saying earlier, saying you know, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, it takes a lot of bravery to reach out and get help. Can be very important. But I think the most important thing is normalizing it for the other person, that they can talk to you about it. And also, you might want to ask them, you know, are you thinking about harming yourself? Or have you thought about doing anything to yourself? And people are uncomfortable saying that, but that's a sign that somebody might be close to committing suicide, is if they've actually contemplated a plan of any sort.
And talking about this is so important because of the stigma. There is such a huge stigma about being depressed, seeing a psychologist, having suicidal thoughts. What can we do to get rid of this?
We need to understand, as we've said over and over, that this really is a physical illness. It is an illness that people can see on functional MRIs. You can see changes in people's brain. It can be both chemical as well as structural. So it really is a physical illness, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. And mental illness is often distinguished from physical illness because we tend to think we can will ourselves through it, and that's just not the reality.
Exactly. Real quick before we go to break, is there any difference between men and women, people of different backgrounds, anything in how they perceive this?
I think, you know, depending on socioeconomic status, education, exposure, people might have different attitudes toward mental health and mental illness. But we need to work on eradicating the stigma wherever it is, and it really does exist across all ethnic and racial and religious lines. And I think the thing that's most important is shining a light on this stigma wherever it is.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cutts. We appreciate it. You're going to stick around, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
The real reason for Heather Locklear's hospitalization, her family's new fears. Then Megan's brave face after being blindsided by her father's interview. Next, ET.
Tonight at 7:30 on WUSA 9.
There's a whole lot going on at the #1 selling Ford dealer. In fact, with incredible offers and huge Coons Ford savings, this could be our biggest Coons Ford summer savings event ever. When you're talking Ford, you're talking Coons.
I'm here at Checkers and Rallies. They just dropped a new peach mango island slushie.